Hello everybody, welcome to Bedroom Guru. Yes, I'm doing another one today, mainly because I dared to walk to the bottom of the garden and go to the canal. Well, I didn't quite walk, I hobbled and rested every couple of seconds, and now it's put me back in bed in excruciating pain. Yay, me. So I thought what I'd do is I'll take you on the next step on spiritual help, which is how to use angel cards. Angel cards for me, I've been using them for 25 years now. I ask questions and basically they're answered every single time. You know, I just wanted to give you a quick example of how it all works, you know, because we were saying about getting on a spiritual path yesterday. Last night I said to them, look, I'm really worried. I forgot about stamp duty because I'm moving house. And I thought, oh no, I haven't got enough money. And so I said, look, I just need enough to get my dogs groomed, so getting a bit furry and a bit woolly. And then a payment came in for a gift voucher. And I sold something that's been on Gumtree for ages, and it's covered their grooming. And it took about half hour after I said I really need a bit of help. They really work quick, I'm telling you. Anyway, as usual, I'm digressing. Angel cards. The first thing I want to add to what I said yesterday is that how do you know when you're on a spiritual path, and how do you know what decisions to make? One is you have to listen to your intuition and go against your ego, and obviously against what your mind is thinking. You have to listen to that small intuition that says, don't do this. You have to listen to that. And I remember once, and people will know this, ex-students of mine, about the 4 TRs. Because I remember laying in a bath and meeting this most beautiful bloke that looked like, oh my God, he was so gorgeous. They're all so gorgeous up there. Why can't they be down here? He looked like, do you know, what's his name? No, it's not Leonardo DiCaprio. It's Orlando Bloom. When he was the elf in Lord of the Rings. You know, he's the elfin bloke with the arrows. Absolutely gorgeous. And I met someone like him by this waterfall, and it was like a fairy realm. It was so lovely there. And he said, you asked about, I've never seen him since, bummer. He said, you asked about how to know you're on a spiritual path and how to live by it, wouldn't you? And he goes, look at this. And basically, it was a huge crystal that was as clear as anything. And all these lights were bouncing through it, and it was all full of prisms. Oh, it was just stunning. And he said, if you can live as pure and as light as what this radiates, then you are working on your path. I was like, okay. And he said, the first thing I'm going to tell you about is truth. And then he highlighted the word truth with 2 big TRs at the front. And he said, if you can honestly act in truth in everything you say and everything you do, then you are basically working, he didn't say basically, I'm saying that, you're basically working your spiritual path. But any lies, any misconceptions, anything that clouds your ego, your conduit as this person that can receive divine and universal energy, you're going to muck it up. So if you're like telling fibs or you're having an affair or whatever it is, it just clouds your energy. You can't work a spiritual life or be open to inspiration if you're full of not darkness, but basically we're supposed to be clear conduits, right? The clearer and calmer and the most open we are to divine energy and inspiration, the better we can receive this and work our path. Obviously for me, it's easy because I'm stuck in bed and in my house every single day with just me and them. And I know that that's very difficult for people that have got children, jobs and busy lives. I know that. I totally appreciate that. But you can incorporate them into your lives. So try and work with truth in everything you say, what you say to people, the truth about yourself. You know, am I doing this because it's right for me, or am I doing it just to please others? Am I doing it just for the money, or am I doing it because I really feel strongly about this? Listen to your own truth. Your own truth will will give you this energy of knowing that you're on the right path, that you're doing well. He then said transparency, which again kind of goes hand in hand with truth. He basically said that by being transparent, by being just you, and not allowing yourself any armours or anything for you to make it easier on the earth plane. I used to be like it when I was in the police. I used to be this roughy tufty, really loud person, which wasn't really me. I was very scared inside because of my childhood, I suppose, and stuff like that. And I was always living this persona that wasn't my own transparent self. And now I am doing that. It gives you a sense of freedom. It gives you a sense of elation that you can just be you, and that attracts the genuine people that love you for you as well. So have a look at yourself. How are you creating your energies in a work environment? How are you purporting around your friends? Are you hiding anything? Are you scared that they won't accept you? Then if you are scared of that, then really they're not the right friends for you, are they? Or family members. Transparency also can help you, go forward to things like acknowledging counselling for something that you're hiding or that that you can't get rid of. It basically opens your mind to acceptance and surrender of who you really are, and that's a really big, powerful thing to do. So transparency understood that. He then said trust, which, oh my God, is the biggest TR of the bloody universe and the galaxy and the Milky Way and God knows all the other places. Trust is going to be your hardest thing to get your head around. I still have problems with it. And then they laugh at me and go, see, we told you, when it all comes to fruition. Trust everything that takes place in your life. Trust everything that we bring to you. So this is really also for working mediums and developing people that are developing. They will bring you messages. They will bring you inspiration and things that you have to trust that's going to be all right. It's like, I know I keep going on about my moving house, but it's the biggest life change for me at the moment, and it's huge because, I can't just get up and pack my house up. So I'm going to have to, rely on friends. Am I doing the right thing? Am I going to the right place? Am I going to be happy there? La 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 la. I could go on and on and on. But I trust that it's right because they've arranged it. All of the situation around how I got it and how I've sold this place, it's just angel-led. I know it is. Totally angel-led. You just couldn't make it up how perfect they've worked it out. No chains or anything. It's just perfect. Apart from the fact I've got the stamp duty. Never mind. But I know that the money will be there. I don't know how, but it will be. It totally will be. Anyway, so trust everything that's brought to you. Trust them. Trust the process. Even if something hits that's really crappy and you think, oh my God, what the hell's this all about? Then trust the process. You have to trust them and trust that you've handed your energy over to a higher power. And they will hold you and take you through it. Whatever the reason for the negative experience or whatever's happening, there is a reason for it, honestly. And I know people like, when you lose people, especially if they're children or young babies, and they say, what the hell's this all about? Why have you done this? Why is it punishment? It's not a punishment, as you know from my last videos. Basically, they agreed they wanted to go home early because they didn't want to know of experience down here. Anyway, so trust absolutely every process that they bring, and trust yourself to know that if you just keep focused and know that it's the right way and it's how they're doing it, that's the way it's going to be. He then said, if you adhere to these 3 TRs, you'll reach the last one, which is transition. And transition means that basically you will move further forward on your life path, happier, more content, and you'll get a lot more abundance draw around to you. And I'm telling you, you do. You work this, and it's just magical. They will just, I'm not talking about winning the lottery here, but they send things through to you that inspire you, and you just think, wow, if I hadn't have done that, this wouldn't have happened. Honestly, it's just wonderful. I've got someone touching my ear. That's nice. I did have a spirit lady visit me last night, actually. I'm thinking she was called Sue. I don't know if her name's Sue Allen, or she wanted to talk about the name Allen, but it kind of kept changing to my dad's name, A-L-A-N, and then A-L-L-E-N, and she was a midwife and a nurse, and she was quite a big build. She had like auburn hair or dark hair that had different coloured streaks in it. Definitely cancer passing because of the feeling she gave me. Really happy, vibrant woman. And she wanted to talk to her daughter. So if anybody anybody that listens to this and says, oh my God, that sounds like my mum, then let me know. Lovely, lovely lady. And she just popped in and she was faffing around premature baby units and absolutely loved her job. And she just popped in for about 5 minutes and disappeared. So I don't know who she is. Anyway, of course I've digressed, but the TRs are very important. Every situation that happens, ask if it's right, ask what went wrong, and if something goes wrong, you'll see how it's either been done out of ego, or it wasn't correctly dealt with, and you mucked up a bit. So what? We all make mistakes. Basically, mistakes are learning tools, not anything else. They're just a point of reference for us to go, I won't do that again. So there's no such thing as mistakes, just learning experiences. So angel cards. My favourite angel cards at the moment are Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine's cards. That's mostly going to come out backwards to you, isn't it? It's going to come out backwards, but it doesn't matter because I was going to turn the camera around and everything else. These are angel tarot cards. I've got hundreds of packs of cards. Some I use obviously on clients, and others I keep for myself. The best thing to do is to go into a New Age shop, or if you want to do it online, that's fine. But normally it's a bit like, do you know, like they wands in, is it Sanders, whatever it's called? Oh God, brain fog. The wand picture in Harry Potter is basically like that. The cards will speak to you when you walk in there. It's a bit like when you choose crystals as well. So go into a place and just look around at the cards, and one of them will just go bang, and you think, I've got to have them. They will just completely jump out at you. So let the cards pick you, because whatever energy they're resonating on, they're obviously the best match for you. So don't go because they look pretty or they look nice. Just go with your gut. Remember, listen to that little voice and it will tell you which ones to choose. So all you do is, and this again is another way to heighten your vibrations, because you're going to spend about 3 to 5 minutes dedicating yourself to wanting to know what's good for you. Don't overuse it. Don't start grabbing cards every day out of desperation. Leave them be, and just allow yourself to think, oh, I could do with a little reading, and that's what I do. So I'm going to do one now for myself. Generally, I take 3 cards. Sometimes an extra one might fall out. Sometimes I just need one. It's up to you. You could take 5 if you want. Go with what your gut tells you to take, because there may be like a beginning, a middle and end of the story. Whilst I'm talking to you, I'm basically putting my fingers on most of the cards. So you can either do it this way, because these cards are quite big, or you can shuffle them. Whoa! I've inadvertently opened my crown chakra up, my energy up, and so it feels at the moment that I've got 1,000 fingers running through my hair. It's really brilliant. Whoa, I love that feeling. That's also a feeling when spirit in here, and also when I'm doing demonstrations, which are obviously quite rare now, but when I do dems and the spirit person's coming in, you get a rush through your crown chakra every time you get something right, or they're trying to give you some information to give to your client. I say client, to the recipient. Sounds better, doesn't it, than client? So at the moment, I'm sending up thoughts of, I'm doing a demonstration on YouTube, and I just wanted to show them how angel cards work. So I'm just taking them through now. As I'm doing this, and what you will do, rather than chatting away, is you'll basically quieten your mind as much as you can. Don't worry about that you've got to pick the dog up from the vets, or you've got to go and get some baked beans for your chili or whatever, random. Just try and close your mind. Try and picture your hands on those cards, and then just send a thought up on what it is. It could be whatever problem you've got going on at the moment that you want an answer on, or it could be just give me divine guidance for the next month, or am I going to be moving? Whatever it is, repeatedly concentrate on what you need the answer to in your head. Okay, so just do that as you're going through the cards. It's not good for other people to keep interfering with the cards, so keep away from the kids and stuff playing with, because really what you want to be doing is every time that you sit in the zone, you want to be imprinting your energy on your cards. It's okay for friends to use them, but you've got to imprint your energy on them first, okay? So make sure you touch every single card after you buy them, all right? I like that one. I'm going to have that one as well. So I've gone by my complete gut, Oh my goodness, someone's definitely trying to. I'm going by my, unless I've got a spider on my head. You've got to be a skeptic on this, haven't you? So basically, I've gone by instinct. Sometimes you'll look and think, oh my God, I've got to have that card. So it could be you're using your senses, remember? So you can either go by what your solar plexus does and think, yep, I've got to have that card. Or you'll look at it and think, I want that one, or one will drop out. So go by that, okay? As I say, as a rule, I do an angel number of 3. If you want to go higher, do a 6, but it just gets more complicated. I think 3 is a really good even number for you to get, a valid type of reading. Now, normally, when I'm doing a reading, I would just look at the cards, interpret them, and then obviously tell the person exactly what my thoughts and feelings are. But for me, I like a little reading this, because what I do then is, after I've read this, I write it in my soul journal, and it's just a little record. And then when I look back, I think, oh my God, they were so right, because that was totally right. So I've got the High Priestess, which is listen to your intuition, have patience. There's a laugh. So the High Priestess, let's have a little read. And it's quite fun, You've got 5 minutes to yourself. It gives you a nice little, buzz that you've got, angel cards that have got it right. So you drew this card because the answers you seek lie in your feelings and emotions. That's what we've just been talking about. Trust your intuition and the power of your natural psychic abilities. Okay, then I will. Also, pay attention to your dreams and any intuitive messages you receive, as they're accurately guiding you. It's just backing up exactly what I'm telling you. There's no need to race into action right now, however. Instead, take time to gain more insight, since things may not appear as they are on the surface. Withdraw from the noise of daily life and ask for guidance from angels and guides. Do it all the time. It's exactly what I'm doing. Everything you need to know will be revealed in time. You've got to have patience. That's me just being impatient about the house move, which is part of my human ego, which I've got to stop, because then it just darkens and dampens that strong inspirational voice that comes through and says, don't do this, don't do that. Silence is golden. Study spiritual topics. Keep your dreams incised to yourself. Learn from emotional situations. See, so it's all. So basically, I think I'm actually giving a message to you guys. Same as me. Go by your feelings and emotions. So I've got the 2 of air. Oh, unicorns, my favourite. My niece will love that. Jess will love that. She loves her unicorns. So the 2 of air. 2 of air. Do you know why you're doing this? It's just another form of meditation. You're dedicating a bit of self-love and a bit of time to yourself, okay? So this is as simple as it gets. All you've got to do is give yourself a little angel card reading. The 2 of air, you're struggling with a decision. You have conflicting emotions or thoughts about which way to move, so you're avoiding making a choice. Intuitively, you know what to do, but you're afraid to act and are at an impasse. Have faith in your own wisdom and move forward. Right, okay, so this, I know exactly what this is about. Overanalyzing a situation, pretending there's no problem. Right, basically what this is, self-doubt. What this is all about my book. That book, Heaven Calling, is my baby at the moment. And I'm in 2 minds whether to start pushing it now, because I've got to move and I've got to do a lot of human interaction stuff. Like, all the base chakra stuff you've got to do, which I hate. Or carry on pushing it at the moment. And so that was one of my questions as I was doing the books. What should I do about the book? And they're just saying, you've got 2 decisions. Intuitive, you know what to do. I know exactly what to do. I need to just rest up on it at the moment, not keep hitting agents so that I get a big no. Not keep hitting the publishers. Let me do what I need to do, which is move, get myself settled, and then bang, really hit it and go for it. So that's answered that question. Right, the Knight of Water. Oh my God, mermaid! My favourite thing, as you can tell from my tattoo, if you can see it. Mermaid. We do love a mermaid. Right, Knight of Water. I know exactly what it means, but I'm going to honour the process and go through it. Right, deep emotions arising from situations or relationships impact your life. Falling in love or wedding proposal is possible. Oh my God! You or someone else close to you need to balance your emotions lest you become overwhelmed. You may receive invitations to parties, some social opportunities. An extremely emotional person who's driven by love of romance, art, beauty and spiritualism. Someone who is charming, contemplate. Oh, that's most probably me. Sensitive, romantic, imaginative, enthusiastic. Fine. Right, this is really weird, right? Because it's not an important part, but they must have picked up in my subconscious. A couple of months ago, just after my mum passed, my beautiful little, I think I've mentioned this already, my nephew Tyler just sat and said to me, you're going to meet someone. when you go to Devon, and he said he's going to be really big and tall, and he's going to have dark hair with like stubble, and he's going to be really, really lovely, and you're going to love him. He's like a big gentle bear. I'm like, wow, okay then. He goes, he's like a lumberjack. That's where I describe him. So I'm like, okay then. Anyway, a couple of weeks ago, I didn't tell it to anybody. He didn't say anything at all to anybody either. And then I want to fall in love with someone who's got ME. That's the other thing. See, that's the thing about balancing emotions and stop being a plank. Anyway, a couple of weeks ago, my brother said, I had a meditation about you. You were cuddling this big bloke. He goes, I can only describe him as like a lumberjack type. And he's got like stubble and dark hair, and he's just so lovely and so kind, and it's going to be him, he's the one. And I went, have you been speaking to Tyler? Because obviously his son gave me the same, and he goes, no, why? And I said, well, back at Christmas, Tyler said that, oh my God, it's months ago, isn't it? Jesus, how quick has that gone when you're in bed? He said exactly the same thing. He goes, you're joking? I went, no. And he goes, and he actually used the word lumberjack. So who knows? I could be meeting someone. God knows who'd want to bloody part with me. Laying in bed all the time. Don't go there, anybody. So that is basically how you use angel cards. What will happen is I will now write in my soul journal the results of those cards, and put them, and so that I've got a record of guidance from the angel realms. Also gives me more self-love because I'm writing, dedicating my thoughts and feelings and the cards into my soul journal, which is here. I've got about seven. There it is. There's my soul journal. It's all Sanskrit written on it, but I basically have got ones with fairies and angels on. I've got about 7 that I've found in New Age shops and different types of shops that I'm due to write in. This is nearly full up now. And so that is my little Bible. That has got all my thoughts, feelings, hopes, dreams, meditations, spirit people. I've got to mention that spirit person in case, the nurse, in case that's relevant for later on and I forget about everything she showed me. And that's basically how you continue the next stage of your spirituality. It's not hard, is it? I think it's quite fun doing yourself a little card reading. So just, as I say, don't push it. Just do it whenever you want to. And you'll find that it's always right. It will always answer your questions. So I hope that's helped you. Go and treat yourself to a pack of cards. As I said, go buy the cards that pick you. And thank you for listening. I'm a bit bored because I can't do anything today and it's sunny outside, which is a bit of a bummer. So I thought I'd talk to you guys. How sad and lonely is that? No, not really. It just gives me a sense of purpose. I feel like I've done something for today. So please share these videos with people that you think might help. It's lovely to see the subscriber list go up because it makes me feel like I really am reaching people and helping them. Again, thank you for all the beautiful messages and emails that you send me. It really does make my day when I see them. Have a great, mate. Oh, it's bank holiday, isn't it? I only knew that yesterday because I told someone I was going to try and get to the post office. It was going to be my big effort of the week next week. And I went, well, no, it's bank holiday. So I thought, all right, okay then. Anyway, have a good one. Have a nice barbecue, whatever you're going to do with your family, and I'll speak to you again soon. Get those cards and get yourself excited and start giving yourself some readings. Take care. Bye now.